The growing strain on the brain, a father and son talking footed. The growing strain, oh, the growing strain. Troy and Jack are back. The growing strain on the brain, a father and son talking footed. The growing strain.
Don't ask me what you know is true. I don't have to tell you. We love our footy club. We were cheering, all of us there, watching West Tigers, and they will never, ever tear us apart. Dun 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 dun. We can live, or we can listen to the Groin strain. Welcome to episode 12. We're straight into it. Jack, your thoughts on the weekend's football?
Yeah, well, I hope you didn't listen to last week's podcast because if you did, you would have heard my predictions, me saying that there were no chances of any upsets last week. And of course, the one time I say that, it ends up being 5 upsets, Dad.
Oh.
5 upsets. Yeah. But who would have guessed the Storm or the Panthers with an absolute horse crap?
Yeah, Storm, where did they get beaten by?
They got beaten by the Warriors.
The other Wars.
Yeah.
Good on you, Wars, well done.
So I guess, what the footy last week taught me was that
Panthers got beaten by who? No, don't worry about it. I don't care.
Yeah, well, you taught me last week that I don't know anything about footy yet. I know bugger all.
No, you know something about football, but it's just bloody hard to tip sometimes, that's all.
Yeah. Oh, I got the Tigers, right?
The Tigers, the mighty West Tigers. What a great day out at the Ninth Wonder out there at Campbelltown and the Sherwood. We went to the Sherwood beforehand and plenty of West Tigers there, West Tigers fans at the Sherwood.
No, not Yoiti. Thank God.
Yoiti was celebrating Easter with his Greek Orthodox Easter with his family in Wollongong. So he had other things to do, greater responsibilities, I guess. But he has supplied us with some questions this week, and he will be at the game next Saturday night against the Broncos. Yeah. Anyway, so that's all your thoughts on the football?
Yeah.
Titans are going
right. Yeah, they're a bit the Eels. That's a surprise.
Yeah. I think the Tigers took a lot out of the Eels, didn't they? In the Golden Point win. It was emotionally and physically probably difficult for the Eels to bounce back after that.
Yeah.
And for the Tigers, it was emotionally and physically a boost, I think. So
now we won 3 in a row.
The 3 in a row, I couldn't care about that. I just want to keep on winning, that's all. So hopefully it'll be 4 wins and 1 loss after next Saturday.
Well, what a time to play the Knights then. I mean, the Knights pretty much had no chance, really. I mean, they had no Ponga, no Dylan Brown, no Bradman Best.
No Ponga, no Dylan Brown, no Bradman Best. But the Tigers were without Jerome Luai, their marquee player, and Taylor Tiny was out, probably our best centre, arguably. And also missing Tino Tamana pulled out with a hamstring. So we weren't without our own issues, but we keep on winning. 3 games now. Jock's come in a halfback, and people a bit worried when Romy pulled out, but 3 out of 3 for Jock. So Benji's got some tough decisions to make. We're actually doing this podcast an hour before the team list released on Tuesday. So it'll be interesting to see what Benji comes up with this week. And whoever plays, to support them because they'll do the job. The club is like that this year. Guys are just coming in and doing their jobs. So, yep. Come on. Now, I have some thoughts on the weekend's football and whatnot. And now, in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the great book by Douglas Adams, what's the name of the computer? Is it Deep Thought?
Maybe, yeah.
It might be Deep Thought. And anyway, he is asked, Deep Thought, the computer, is asked to come up with the meaning of life. And the answer was 42. And you can't argue with that, really. The meaning of life is 42. So on the weekend, the Tigers scored 42 points. Now, so life's not about money. I'm looking at my notes. Life's not about money or acquiring wealth or assets and things like that. So I'm just wondering, as 42 is the meaning of life in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and we scored 42 points, is that some sort of symbol of hope in uncertain times? And I'm wondering if the Tigers could be the bastion of hope for humanity right now in these uncertain times. What do you think, Jack, on this suggestion that the Tigers might be not the last bastion of hope, but certainly let's say the last bastion of hope for humanity? Why not the Tigers? Are they?
Well, what I like about what you said, Dad, is that immediately after the Tigers win, it's like, hey, all right, the Tigers have won. Oh, wait, we scored 42 points. Oh, that's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The meaning of life, 42. Are the Tigers the bastion of hope? You just immediately went there, Dad, instead of just celebrating the win. It's like you just turn into some sort of spiritual, philosophical question.
Well, I think I have every right to do that because
everyone just goes home and just enjoys a beer, watches the replay. You just think, oh, that's just the meaning of life. Even the Tigers, that's the answer to life itself.
Well, I think football itself, and we spoke about this on a previous podcast, could be used as a symbol of unity, particularly in the Middle East and elsewhere at these dark times. Get your mind off war, get your mind off differences and, religions and whatnot, and acquiring oil or whatever, and changing regimes and, I don't know, trying to, but I'm not getting too political. But, the thought occurred to me, are the Tigers the people's team? Are we the people's team right now in these dark times?
The people's team? It's certainly interesting. How do you define the people's team, I suppose? There's certainly the people's team through Tigers people.
Yeah. I think the people's team I'm defining as for everyone, even supporters of other teams, are they looking at the Tigers and thinking, wow, the Tigers, the way they're playing and everything like that, and Benji there, and they're just showing so much resilience and unity and joy, giving joy to especially their own supporters. I think other people are looking at the Tigers and thinking, wow.
Maybe even people outside of who have no idea about what rugby league is.
Yep.
Like the Inuits up in the Arctic.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yep. I think even I think the Tigers deserve to be up there in the discussion of the
Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, yeah, sure. I think they're right up there with people like Nelson Mandela and Mother Teresa as champions of the people, the Tigers.
Well, I think they both received Nobel Peace Prizes, didn't they, for their work?
No. No. Oh, I don't think Nelson Mandela did.
Did he?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe Mother Teresa did.
Okay. We probably should.
Yeah.
But the Tigers, don't write the Tigers off in the Nobel Peace Prize talks.
Yeah.
The way they're going,
Well, yeah, I know in particular for you personally, Dad,
bastion of hope for humanity.
Well, I think it's more importantly a bastion of hope for you, Dad, because God knows that your life sucks. But yeah, it'll certainly bring hope to your life. But yeah, I think in general it would be a great thing for the NRL if the Tigers do continue their success. Because we're sick and tired of seeing the Raiders and Melbourne and the Broncos always leading the competition, always dominating the competition.
Yep. So speaking of the Broncos and the Storm, I'm sort of using this analogy of the Tigers are the people's team, and they're basically there as a giving hope to the working classes and to help equality. So the bourgeoisie, which is basically Storm and Broncos. They're the wealthy, and they've tried to maintain the status quo by continually dominating and just acquiring wealth and succeeding, I suppose. Keep repressing many of the other teams, aren't they? Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Look, the bloody News Corps, who wealthy media types, Murdoch and all these type of people, influence culture and politics, whatever, through their media. They were the ones who backed the Broncos at the beginning and the Storm. They knew they wanted them to succeed, and they would use their wealth and their power to do that at the sacrifice of other clubs, the working class clubs like the Tigers, the people down at Campbelltown, the southwest, and Leichhardt in the west, just having a battle away there in the hopes that one day they might receive some sort of, but might be on equal footing with the bourgeoisie teams. Now we have the Penrith Panthers who want to dominate, just like Netanyahu. When's Netanyahu got to stop? When are the Panthers got to stop? It takes the team, the people's team, West Tigers, to lead for the working classes, to lead the way to equality, to a greater peace in the world.
Dad, you got to remember this is the Groin strain, not Sky News, Dad. You're talking a bit like a communist now, Dad. You're going to be blacklisted, Dad.
Communist. I had that communist. Marx. What did Marx do? I was going to have some sort of analogy with Karl Marx, and he's.
You're talking like him, Dad.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Who is our Karl Marx? Is it Benji?
It might be you, Dad. I'm not sure what you're on about, to be honest. I stopped listening about 20 seconds ago. You started saying
you're trying to educate the young people these days, and they don't want to listen. They just want to, they wear the stupid things on their heads, and they just go on about, it was a good win, yeah, okay. I'm looking at a bigger picture about the world, and how West Tigers could lead the way, world peace, things like that. No, that was a good win. All right, I'll move along then. With people's team, we've done that. The Tigers and Broncos, is it just a game? Is it just another 2 points up for grabs? Or is it an opportunity for good to triumph over evil? Well, I've got no doubt because of what you've just been saying, it's just another 2 points.
Yeah.
But in my mind, it's an opportunity for good to triumph over evil.
Well, okay. All right. Well, yeah, because you grew up in the 70s, Dad, as a Magpies supporter, so you would know, the Magpies, whenever they played Manly, they had the whole narrative of the Firebros and Silvertails.
Exactly.
So,
Firebros, Silvertails.
The working class up against the upper class.
Yep, for sure.
So back in those days, it was, certainly more than just 2 points. Yeah. So I guess for you against the Broncos, it'd definitely be more than 2 points. We want to absolutely massacre the Broncos, Dad.
Yep.
So I guess whatever you're talking about is good and evil crap, and I suppose whatever.
Good evil crap.
Maybe good a Marvel movie, I suppose.
One city teams, they have it. They're sport, and they were backed by News Corps. Don't forget that. Money, money, money. Not the Tigers. The Tigers are trying to bring through juniors and just build the way a football club the way it should be.
What are you talking?
Anyhow,
It's like a TED talk.
so I think it's an opportunity for good to triumph over evil. So get out there, people. If you agree with me, get out there at Campbelltown on Saturday night and really support the people's team, West Tigers, over the corporation backed Broncos.
The oligarchs.
The oligarchs. And finally he's getting on board. Anyway,
Trying to help you out then.
which is this helping me out. Anyway, my idea of the any more thoughts on this besides belittling my ideas?
Your ideas more like your manifesto, Dad.
I'm not a manifesto. I'm not the Karl Marx, of West Tigers Football Club. I think it's Benjamin.
The Rugby League manifesto.
It could be Sean Mellencamp. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But we have a manifesto and we're going to get what we deserve
We had a Guzman Gomez.
from the people.
We had a Guzman Gomez burrito on the way home. It made the win even better. So why don't you just enjoy that rather
GYG.
than thinking about
Supporting are they a corporation?
Guzman Gomez? Well, that's about cat.
Well, we didn't go to Macca's. They'd be supporting corporations. Anyway. Moving. My idea of the week. This brings me to my idea of the week. Should the Centre of Excellence, because we are the people's team, should the Centre of Excellence at Concord now be named the Zurich Centre of Excellence and Egalitarianism?
Egalitarianism.
Yeah, like should it be a?
I know what egalitarianism is.
I know, but it should be like I'll explain to people, a beacon of hope for the people, the average person, the average man and lady out there battling away to make ends meet. So should Zurich Centre be called the Centre of Excellence and Egalitarianism because West Tigers are the people's team. And they're like a beacon of hope for the world. Pilgrimages could be made by the working classes to Concord, to the Centre of Excellence and Egalitarianism, to watch the boys train, tour the facilities, have a coffee at the coffee shop, and just soak in the spirituality of what humanity is all about. And that's everyone being equal and working hard and unity and joy, bringing joy and unity to the world. What do you think? Should it be called the Zurich Centre of Excellence and Egalitarianism?
Look, if they renamed it to that, it wouldn't surprise me if there'd be a few graffiti knobs on the walls, to be honest. I mean,
Whoa!
Well, what it sounds like to me, what you're describing to me, Dad, it sounds a bit like some sort of perverted cult, to be honest. I mean, you just go there and it'd be like a sort of very odd sort of religion, like a pilgrimage to some sort of footy ground and doing a bunch of weird things.
See, footy to me is a religion.
Okay.
You know, the temple I frequent and I pretty good, like Campbelltown, any ground, to be honest with that. They're mainly West Tigers are my church, pretty much.
Okay, well maybe you should take this up with Sean Mellencamp, Dad. You know, he might be one of those spiritual gurus.
I think it's like an ideology, isn't it?
An ideology, football.
Football, West Tigers, are they an ideology?
An ideology. Yeah, whatever, Dad.
Okay. Oh well. Let's put it out there.
You think our episodes have gotten weirder and weirder, Dad?
Well,
I don't really
someone
know.
has to talk about these things. Why not the groin strain?
Okay.
All right. Anyway, people, if I'm doing this to Jack, I'm probably doing it to you as well. So I will move on. And in my opinion, I'm an ideas man, as you know. The Zurich Centre should be the Centre of Excellence and Egalitarianism, because the people's team, that is the home of the people's team. The bastion of hope for humanity are there.
The people's team.
Yeah. West Tigers, the people's team. Put it up Put it up out there. Home of the West Tigers, the people's team.
Well, I've been very
The
fortunate.
last bastion of hope for humanity.
Well, I've got a lot of respect, Dad, for your friends that I've been very fortunate to have met through you. People from the ambush.
Yep.
Guys like, Yoiti, I suppose.
Yep.
Steve,
Yeah.
Gary,
Mm.
And I sort of realised the longer I spend time with them that they're sick people.
Sick.
Yeah. But in a good way, Dad.
Yeah.
But how football in the West Tigers just consumes their life and how devoted they are to the Tigers, how
Yeah.
passionate.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep.
So it's I have a lot of respect for them, and I guess
Because they understand it's a bigger meaning than just a game.
I suppose so. So I guess the West Tigers, the people's team. West Tigers does that to people. I guess they have that sort of a following. I guess in a religious sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? Bill Shankly said something about Liverpool Football Club. I can't quite remember. There's something about the meaning more than life or something or other. I can't remember. Damn it! I wish I did now.
How insightful.
Oh, get on your phone and have a look. Bill Shankly quick. All right, Yoti's brain strain. It's time to strain Jack's brain.
Oh, Yoti's brain training.
We're straight into it already. This is a quick one.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, quick one. Okay.
Yep. Brain strainers.
All right.
Because we're playing the
Broncos.
evil,
Oh yeah.
the evil team, backed by the big corporations. Does Trump have anything to do with them? Probably. Anyway, how many times have the Tigers beat the Broncos before COVID, in Sydney? Before COVID, before 2020, how many times did the Tigers beat the Broncos before COVID in Sydney?
Jeez. What a tongue twister of a question.
Before 2020, how many times did the Tigers beat the Broncos in Sydney?
Yeah, you could have said that. In Sydney. Why would you say in Sydney? Why would you specify in Sydney? I know we beat them up at Suncorp a couple of times. I don't remember particularly in Sydney. I remember we lost that close one in 2018 with Jermaine Asaki just kicked penalty goals. And Klein made that blunder of a call. I don't remember beating the Broncos up in Sydney unless it happened prior to me even being born. So I'm going to say the trick, but I'm going to say 0.
0?
Yeah, right. I'm going to say 0.
The Tigers beat the Broncos before 2021 in Sydney once.
0 once. I knew it was 0-1. Do you know what game?
He was there. That was his first game of football.
Oh, crap!
He can't remember.
Oh.
What a shocking memory.
Oh,
He can't remember.
Oh, my
No?
goodness.
Anyone else? He's 14 months old and he can't remember that game.
Oh, my gosh. I completely forgot about that one.
Calls himself a supporter. Can't remember it. It was a semi-final in 2005. A great day for the West Tigers on their march to glory. Oh.
Is that it?
No. Which player? Well, there's a couple of other facts about that. These are not Yoti's questions, but do you know what the score was? There you go.
The final score?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I don't know the final score. Was it like 32-8 or something? 32-6?
Yeah, I think it was 32-6, that's right.
Yes.
That's all right.
You going to count that?
Well, no. And another little fact about that game anyway, because we're playing the corporate-backed evil Broncos this weekend. What was the score at half-time in that game?
Oh, come on.
He was there!
Where was that? Is that Yoti's question, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not a question. This is not a question. You're 0 from 1, but I'm just asking you a couple of other facts from that game.
Oh, okay, so this is not Yoti's question.
No, it's not Yoti's question.
Okay.
This is not part of the brain strain.
Okay.
Just a couple of other interesting facts.
Okay.
What was the score at half-time?
Oh, geez, I don't know. 12-0. 12-6.
Oh, sorry. I stuffed up. It is part of the quiz. I'm going to go multiple choice. Was it 10 at halftime? Was it 10-0, 6-0, 10-6, 16-0, or 16-6?
I'll go 16-6.
Just 10-0.
10-0, was it?
Yep.
No, there you go. No one really cares. No.
I do.
Oh, yeah, what was the score then?
Do you remember Benji Marshall, the Great West Tigers coach right now, who will be in 10 years' time or 20 years' time, will go down as the greatest coach the NRL has ever seen. In that game in 2005 against the Broncos, do you remember him stopping a try
Yes.
early in the first half by holding up a Broncos player
Yes, Darren Smith.
at the line? Darren Smith. But, a great play. What happened not long after that?
He scored an intercept try.
He scored an intercept try, the great Benji Marshall, the greatest NRL coach that ever was in 20 years' time. You heard it here first on the Groin strain. Question, by the way, did you get 10-0?
Yeah.
1-1.
What's Darren Smith?
He's 1 out of 2. That's an extra little bit of information for the people listening.
What are you making more? It's so confusing.
I've asked him 2 questions. Okay, this is the third question.
No.
He's one question right, 1 question wrong. Third question. Which player scored their first try that season for the West Tigers?
Is there more choice?
No, there's not. The 2005, part of the grand final winning team, what player scored their first try for the West Tigers that year?
What sort of question is that? I've got to go through all these players and say, who scored their first try that year?
Discount the players you think might have scored more than one.
Jesus.
Discount the players who might have scored more than one. Who would have... Ben Hodgson, did he score more than one?
Yeah.
Did
All right, shut up. Let me think.
Benji Marshall score more than one?
Let me think.
Scott Prince scored more than one.
Let me think.
Shane Elford, Paul Fadawira, Daniel Fitzhenry.
Wait, did you say their first try?
Yeah, for the West Tigers.
For the tie? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
In 2005.
I'm not sure. What the Paul Fadawira.
Mark O'Neill.
You sure? Because Paul Fadawira, he played for the Panthers and he came to the Tigers in 05.
Did he?
I think so.
So I think... damn. Okay, give you Paul Fadawira. I have to check. Someone fact check this, please.
Yeah, he might have played
Give
for
him
Tigers
2 from
in
3.
I think he came in 05.
God damn it. Okay. Speaking of Paul Fadawira.
Okay.
Oh no. Let's go. Just before half time, he kicked. He made a break and kicked. And West Tigers scored a try. Who scored that try?
Just before half time.
Just before half time.
Which game?
Against the corporate backed evil Broncos
Oh, semi-final.
in the semi-final. Paul Fadawira made a break, he kicked, and someone scored a try for the West Tigers, and it was 10-0 at half time.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the score. I remember this try. Oh man, who was it? It was a forward. I think it was a forward coming through. Oh my gosh, I don't remember who scored it. Oh man. I remember there were 2 players going after it, but I don't remember who they were. Could have been Hallertau or Ben Galia. Let's go with Dean Hallertau.
Yeah, how many questions you got, Ross?
I don't remember.
I think he's got 2 and he's got 1 wrong. This is the question 4. Got that one wrong. It was Daniel Fitzhenry.
Oh, Cindy, was it? Okay.
2 and 2. This is the final question, and this will is the decider to see if Jack fails yet again. Yoiti's brain strainers, or whether he passes. I want him to see the answers. All right. The game in 2005, the semi-final, was played on a Saturday. Was played on a Sunday, the 18th of September. It was the 18th of September, 2005. A mighty win to the West Tigers. What celebrations take place on the 18th. Which of these? Which of these isn't celebrated on the 18th of September? Which of these isn't celebrated on the 18th of September? Bamboo Day, Tradesman's Day, First Love Day, Ceiling Fan Day, National Nothing Day, Rice Bubbles Day. Which one is not celebrated 18th September?
Yeah, I knew you were going to come up with some sort of crappy question. Yeah, National Nothing Day, because that sounds completely made up.
You know what? He's correct. So he's passed. He passed the quiz. And by the way, he said National Nothing Day is completely made up. He's wrong. Because it's celebrated on the 16th of January.
What are you kidding?
National Nothing Day.
National Nothing Day.
Mm.
Oh, I love it.
So remember that, people. For next year, 16th of January, get into the celebrations for National Nothing Day. All right, well done. Jack has finally passed the Yoiti's brain strainer.
Did Yoiti come up with that last question?
Yoiti helped me come up with that last question. All right, we're really getting through the podcast here. I just want to give a shout out to Wyatt Raymond.
Wyatt Raymond?
A referee. I'm giving a shout out to a referee. Not many people would do that, would they?
Jeez, no.
But Wyatt, good on you, Wyatt. The game last week against the Knights at Campbelltown, he gave only 3 6 against.
3 6 against?
Yeah.
Against who?
I think it was 2-1. I think 1 maybe against us and 2 against the Knights. I'm not sure. But anyway, it was 2-1. But only 3 6 against. You gave 8 penalties, but that's only 11.
Yeah.
That's going back to the good old days.
Yeah.
So well done, Wyatt. Don't listen to the bloody referees mob in the NRL about giving 6 against for anything and everything. Let the game flow. Ball in play and all that sort of gear. Just let the teams decide it. You know, the referees don't have to get involved every set. Yeah. I mean, if it's blatant, by all means do it. You know, give a 6 again or a pen. But if it's not blatant, let it flow. The teams will decide who's best on the day. Say, well done, Wyatt. Shout out to you. You know, I hope he's refereeing this Sunday against the evil Broncos in that game. But how about what do you think of Ashley Klein's game in the bunker?
Oh, you're giving him another shout out?
I'm not giving him a shout. I'm asking you what you thought of Ashley Klein and maybe a few of his decisions in the bunker.
Actually, I don't really remember too many.
You don't remember?
No, what decisions did he make?
Well, I have heard a few. How about the Hiamasi Makasini no try? When Dom Young had
yeah, that's right.
tackled him.
That's right.
He had a hand on him.
That's right.
Like that.
Yeah.
So no try because he was tackled.
Yeah.
That's a tackle, people. That one.
Yeah.
That's a tackle.
Yeah.
It's good enough.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Yeah.
Common sense would tell you that there's no actual tackle being made there.
Yeah.
You know, the tackle isn't complete. He's fallen off. He's fallen off and gone, oh, wait a minute. He's held. All right. Anyhow, so that one, and also Dom Young scored a try. It looked like he might have lost the ball.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that was a try or not? Because Ashley Klein thought it was a try.
Yeah. I remember seeing the replay on the big screen, and they paused it, freeze framed it all the way to the grounding, and it did look like a try, at last second. So, yeah, that's...
You think he had a control?
Oh, look, if you play it in full speed, no. But it's the new rule now. I mean,
don't look at it so much in slow motion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we look at all these things in normal speed, to be honest? I mean, okay, if if it's maybe close to the touchline or something like that, then maybe slow it down there just to make sure,
Yeah.
But the put down should be in normal speed. They look at slow motion, because they look for the tiniest bit of separation or something. But if it doesn't, if they're not controlling the ball, I don't know how to try. Anyway, so was there any other? And he looked at. I think he looked at Jareem Buller's try about 5 times, didn't he?
Oh yeah, the one that short.
Which was obviously the ball had touched the line, the try line.
You think so?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was just
Pretty obvious. I mean, you needed a couple of looks to see that. The referee had given it.
Yeah, sorry.
Right? So if the referee's given it and you are in the bunker, you've got to be 100%, not bloody 90% or 50, 80%, whatever, certain. You've got to be 100% certain that the referee is wrong. Now, I think Ashley Bunker, I'm going to call him Ashley Bunker. I think he was trying to find something wrong and looked at it too many times. It's ridiculous. Don't try to find something wrong. If it looks like the referee is right, then give it. Don't try and make him look wrong, unless it's pretty obvious. The people at home aren't going to go, "Oh, he's wrong." If it looks like it's a try, give it. There you go. Unless it's obvious. All right, shout out to you, White. Good on you, mate. The guy on the last segment of the podcast, the Golden Tooth Award, Ashley Bunker. I wonder if he, by the way, did he? I wonder if Chris Butler was thrown out of the bunker. Chris Butler never referees anymore, does he?
No,
He's just a bunker dude. He must have been doing another game.
Yeah, I don't know. Like whatever happened to Casey Badger? I don't know.
Giving Chris the day off, Chris Butler the day off. Maybe Chris was allowed to go home. Could leave the bunker for a day, go home, see the family, return to because I thought he was just a hermit and stayed in the bunker. We thought he was a hermit, stayed in the bunker all the time. Maybe he was let off to go home, a bit of a weekend release or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, Golden Tooth Award. Any more to add?
No.
Golden Tooth Award. This week, Jack will like this.
Okay.
Yeah. It goes to Yoiti.
Yoiti?
Yeah.
Yoiti?
Yeah.
No way.
Yep.
Oh, Yoiti, what?
Yeah.
He wasn't even at the game.
No, he wasn't at the game. That's why I've given it to him.
What?
Yeah. Because he would have loved to have been there. But he was doing the best thing for his family. He was doing the right thing by his family.
Oh, that's a cool.
Being a responsible family person and staying home and, looking after mum and dad and things like that, so wasn't being, he was being selfless and not self-centered. So, Yoiti, for the sacrifice that you made to not go to Campbelltown and have a great day out of the football with us, with the Amber's crew and watching the Mighty West Tigers win another game, the people's team, for that sacrifice, mate, and your contributions to the Groin Strain and other podcasts with quizzes, and to Jack won Yoiti's quiz at the Ambush event at the Sherwood before the Newcastle game. He won it. $50 dining voucher, which we will use next Saturday before we play the Evil Broncos. Yoiti's quiz. It was Yoiti's quiz that he won. And he complained about Yoiti. It was Yoiti's quiz he won. Got the voucher. But anyway, for the sacrifice that Yoiti made last Sunday, he is the Samuela Fainu Golden Tooth Award nominee for this week.
I really thought you were going to give it to Gary Jack, to be honest. I mean, the guy battled cancer there. You're going to give it to Yoiti? Come on.
Well, I missed the I missed the interview with Gary Jack, and I didn't know he battled cancer and all that sort of thing.
Not cancer, sorry, I mean heart attack. He had a heart attack.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I do remember that. Yes, he did have a heart attack. That's right.
Yeah.
But he looks well and everything like that, So maybe next week, Gary Jack. Look, mate.
Jonathan Jack.
Yeah. If Gary Jack once again contributes to the club, I mean he did go out there and have the interview at the Ambush. I must admit, but look, it was a hard choice. I just went with Yoiti. because of the sacrifice he made, and it would have hurt. He missed that one. Anyway, and that's it. Any other news? Any other thoughts that you'd like to add?
Well, actually, can you rescind the Golden Tooth Award nomination? So maybe you say Yotti does something terrible.
No, I'm not rescinding it. I'm not rescinding it. I just looked at my running sheet and realised that we still have Jack's predictions. Would you like to redeem yourself this week, Jack, and come up with some great tips?
Okay.
Anything
real quickly.
Doesn't have to be results on football games. They can be try scorers, anything like that.
All right.
Any predictions of any kind?
Well, we don't have much time left, so let's go. All right, my predictions for the round: Cowboys and Manly. I went with Manly. They actually have a 100% win record up there in Townsville, so that's why I'm going with Manly there. Although Cowboys are
on a roll.
Yeah, they're on
4 out of 4, I think.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. One's 50-50. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Raiders and Storm. I'm going with a Storm. Just because they got
the corporate back Storm.
They got to win.
There you go.
They have to win.
You can't teach the young people these
days.
days.
They have to win eventually.
Yeah.
Dolphins and Panthers. Yeah, good luck Dolphins having the Panthers after a loss, Dad. So Panthers all the way for that one. I think they're playing that in Darwin actually. Then.
Darwin.
There you go.
Wow.
Warriors and Titans. I'm going with the Warriors at home. They're just playing too well at the moment. The Warriors. Rabbitohs and Dragons. Well, the Dragons suck, so that explains itself. The Rabbitohs win that one. Tigers and Broncos. The Broncos have too many injuries. Tigers, they're red hot with confidence. So Campbelltown again. So yeah, Tigers definitely with the win there. Roosters and Knights going with the Roosters. Knights just there's too many injuries as well. So Roosters, Eels and Dogs. Now, see, I wouldn't be surprised if the Eels win this one, but I think they actually have a pretty decent record against the Dogs.
The Dogs will win that, and they win it pretty comfortably.
Okay, well, you didn't say that last week against the Panthers.
No, I didn't, but that win against the Panthers will definitely be a huge boost for the Dogs, and they know now what they have to do. They'll get back to their ways of tackling teams out of it and all that sort of thing. So, and look, I don't know how the Eels bounced back after last week, and they've still got some injuries. So I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm going with the Dogs as well.
Oh, you're going Dogs, okay.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Eels do upset.
Okay, so is that game the most likely for a upset?
Let's see here.
In your opinion?
Titans, Dolphins, Panthers, Racing. That's pretty much. I wouldn't consider the Raiders being the Storm an upset. That's not an upset. Cowboys, Manly, 50-50. Warriors and Titans. No, I think the Eels are more likely to upset the Dogs, to be honest. Rabbits and Dragons. Oh no, Dragons are terrible. Tigers and Broncos. I give the Broncos a decent chance. Yeah,
that's not an upset.
It's not an upset.
They're favourite.
No, we're favourites.
You're kidding.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, yeah.
Why wouldn't we be favourites?
Well, we can't be favourites by much.
No, not much.
There you go.
But
so it wouldn't be an upset.
Yeah. So Eels and Dogs, I think is probably most likely to have an upset in it. To be honest.
Yeah. Well, there's some good games there, isn't there? Anyway, some really good games. So anyway, get out there to Campbelltown on Saturday night, people. Try to pop into the show a couple of hours before the game because there'll be a few things going on. Another Yachty's quiz.
Yachty's party.
You might be able to win a $50 dining voucher or something like that from the Ambush crew. Get out there. So the weather looks great again. A bit chilly at this time of year. Put your beanie on, and everything will be fine. Have a great weekend, people, and we'll see you at the football, and we'll see you next week. From Leichhardt to Campbelltown, one great team now is bound. We're West Tigers, yes, West Tigers. Hear the roar of the crowd. We'll fight and never give in. Together we'll strive just to win. We're West Tigers, yes, West Tigers. Loud and proud we will sing. Here we go! The black, white, and gold will never fold. Never fold, never fold. The black, white, and gold will never fold. We will never ever fold. No, no. No other club has more history. Our strength's in our unity. We're West Tigers, yes, West Tigers. Onward to victory. And when the trophy's safe in our hands, you'll hear us shout from the stand. We're West Tigers, yes, West Tigers, the greatest team in the land. We're the Tigers, the mighty Tigers, the greatest team in the land.